in reference to the idea that conducting is intercommunicative process, we will need to discuss some specific issues, or some specific phenomena, rather, which comes along with the conducting activity. Among them, such phenomena as contour of sound. This is a line which conductor sense during a conducting and refers constantly. And this phenomena immediately connects to another phenomena which called a time lag. The time lag is a temporal delay, what we have to consider in our time. It's a key moment which help us to establish an instant communication with musicians. And time lag or temporal delay, it is something which directly corresponds to the human perception, to the reactions of the musicians to conductor's action. Another aspect, what we have to consider is conductor's primary reflexes, which basically root in conductor's primary musical experience with his and her instrumental musical performance. As we know, most of us, if not all of us, came into conducting from the instrumental environment. And it's not just because of our practice, but because it's our primary musical and instrumental experience, which deeply going in our mind and body. And obviously, it affects our performance as a conductor at the beginning. And sometimes it is important to overcome those reflexes because they may be very unproductive. Another aspect, important aspects, that the conducting technique, physical and especially mental techniques, are different from those what we experience as instrumentalists. We have to incorporate a technique of instant muscular relaxation, for example, which immediately corresponds with our mental performance, with our mental abilities, because the instant muscular, the exchange of the muscular, controlled exchange of the muscular tension and relaxation, and the instant exchange are affecting our mental performance. For example, we can analyze quickly, and we all the time we need to do that. We can analyze the orchestral response, fully be able to analyze mentally, only if at the moment where our body is relaxed. As soon as we have a residual tension in our body, it serves as a fuse and serves as an obstacle between the reality of sound and our perception of the sound. It's simply to say, but this technique is very complex and very uneasy and very important. So for a practical purpose, for a methodological purpose, we will conditionally divide conductor's apparatus in two parts, mental and physical. But of course, in reality, those two aspects, they're clustering and they're undivided. Finally, we will talk about different techniques of conducting For example, different modes of upbeats: suspended, converted, suspended modes of upbeats, about different modes of rebounds, and other intercommunicative techniques of conducting. We also look in our gesture from linguistic perspective and see how semantic meanings of the gestures can affect musicians' perceptions. Of course, the format of this presentation cannot be extended to too long to discuss all aspects what I bring in my book, but we will try to discuss the main points and outline the main problems.